Let me ask you a question. Have you ever read a chapter in a textbook, highlighted all the key sentences, nodded your head because it all made sense, and then walked into the exam room the next day and your mind went completely blank? You stare at the question. You recognize the words. You know you studied this, but you cannot for the life of you remember the answer. This is not because you are stupid, and it's not because you have a bad memory. It is because you fell into a psychological trap called the illusion of competence. You confused recognizing information with understanding it. Today, I'm going to teach you how to never blank out again. I'm going to show you the study method used by Nobel Prize winners to master quantum physics and how you can use it to pass your next history, math, or coding exam. It's called the Feynman Technique. So, who was Richard Feynman? He was one of the greatest physicists of the 20th century. He won a Nobel Prize for his work in quantum electrodynamics. But he wasn't just a genius researcher. He was known as the Great Explainer. He believed that complexity was actually a sign of ignorance. If you couldn't explain something simply, you didn't understand it. Feynman had a famous story about his father. One day they were walking in the woods, and his father pointed to a bird. He said, "You can know the name of that bird in all the languages of the world, but when you're finished, you'll know absolutely nothing whatever about the bird. You'll only know about humans in different places and what they call the bird. So let's look at the bird and see what it's doing. That's what counts." This is the core philosophy of this technique. Knowing the name of something is not the same as knowing something. So how do you actually do it? The Feynman technique has 4 specific steps. Step 1, the blank sheet. Pick a topic you want to learn. Write the name of the concept at the top of a blank sheet of paper. Let's say photosynthesis. Step 2, teach it to a child. This is the most important step. Write down an explanation of the topic as if you were teaching it to a 12-year-old child. Why a child? Because a child doesn't understand jargon. You cannot use big words like chlorophyll or ATP unless you explain what they are first. Most people hide their lack of understanding behind complicated vocabulary. If you say, "The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell," you are just memorizing a slogan. But if you say, "This part of the cell acts like a little battery that gives energy to everything else," now you are proving you understand the function. Step 3, identify the gaps. As you are writing, you will get stuck. You will realize you don't actually know how the battery works, or you'll forget a step in the process. This moment of frustration is good. This is where the illusion of competence shatters. You have found the hole in your knowledge. Go back to your source material, your textbook, your lecture notes, and relearn only that specific part until you can explain it simply. Step 4, review and simplify. Once you have the explanation, try to create an analogy. Connect the new concept to something you already know. Is an electrical current like water flowing through a pipe? Is a computer virus like a biological flu? Analogies are the glue that sticks information into your long-term memory. Why is this 4 times faster than just reading? Because reading is passive. Your brain is in receiving mode. It's relaxing. The Feynman technique is active. It is generative learning. When you force your brain to reconstruct an idea in your own words, you are physically building stronger neural pathways. You are not just storing data, you are building a framework. It's the difference between looking at a map and actually driving the car. You only learn the route by driving it yourself. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you're studying for an exam, don't just reread your notes. Put the notes away. Take a blank sheet of paper and try to teach the concept to an imaginary classroom of 5th graders. If you can do that without looking at the book, I guarantee you will crush that exam. Complexity is the enemy of understanding. Keep it simple, and you will master anything. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button so the algorithm teaches it to more people. And subscribe for more ways to hack your brain. I'll see you in the next one.